Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Eddie Fosnight. Welcome to the show, Eddie.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, how did you get started in racing, Eddie?
I'm here at ringing.
When I was about 4.5, me and my dad went to this little track in Indy called Mini Indy, and they raced quarter midgets out there. And me and Dad, we just went to go watch. And sooner or later, we were out looking to buy a quarter. Then I just went out there, started racing, and then just went on from there.
So, how much success have you had as a race car driver?
Crazy, I'll tell you.
In the quarter midget,
Yeah,
was it 5 championships? Won about 5 championships in the quarter midgets over the course of like 7 years. I got inducted in the Hall of Fame at Mini Indy. And then with the Legends, I've been winning dirt races. I won an asphalt race mid-season of last year. I've been top 5 in points. Every track I've raced at. So it's been pretty successful up to this point.
So, okay, let's talk about your racing number. Where did that come from?
I'm sorry, would you repeat that?
Your racing number, where did that come from?
Well, it's not really a cool story. It's more one day Dad asked me what number I wanted the cars to be when I was racing the quarter midgets, and I just so happened to be 8 years old. So I told my dad I wanted the car number 8, and then it hasn't changed since then.
Okay, so what are you racing now?
Right now I'm racing INET US Legend cars.
Okay. Okay. So, alrighty. So, okay. How do you celebrate your victories?
I'll just come back to the pits, and then I got my small little circle of other racers, and then crew members, and then obviously my dad, and we'll just start laughing about it, and talking about it, and going over everybody how their race went, and then I'll maybe grab a Gatorade or something out the cooler. So nothing too exciting, but.
So what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you then?
About 80 degrees, maybe 85, and then got about maybe a 15, 20, 25 car count. And we just go out there. We have clean racing, as many or as little yellow flags as we have, and then a top 5, top 10 finish. Most preferably a top 5.
So what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
The shop, shoot, ain't got to fix too much. And just obviously a fun day listening to music while we're working on the cars, learning about the cars. And then mostly just learning.
So what is your home racetrack you race on, Eddie?
Home track is definitely Anderson, at least for the asphalt, but we primarily race at Anderson. So, and then our home dirt track is definitely the Columbus State Fairgrounds, Tony Stewart Speedway. Okay, that's like 5 minutes down.
So what is your favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
Favorite racetrack? That's either going to be Mount Lawn Speedway up in Newcastle or Shelby County. I really like Shelby County dirt track at the fairgrounds.
Okay. So, are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
I'd like to say so. I'm obviously still learning, but as I've come along these past couple of years, I've learned how to look at a track, get on it, and then figure out what I need to do to the car to accommodate for the track. So I like to say I'm pretty good at reading it.
Okay. So, when you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do that?
Just the fact that I'm behind the wheel of a race car, it's kind of therapeutic almost. I love getting out there and feeling the car, and just the car itself gets me hyped up. Get just the fact that I know I'm getting behind the wheel of a race car and I'm getting ready to go fast is what gets me all motivated, ready to go.
Okay, so who's all in your racing crew?
My dad, obviously, and then my Aunt Nancy, my Uncle Leon, Alan Etzel from Etzel Racing Development, and I think that's about it.
Okay, so what do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
We got Home and Ink, it's on my hat, and then we got Bowman's Tank Repair and Services. We got Hills of Brown Vacation Rental, Clear Choice Chiropractic, Star Trucking, Swift Photography, Voldico Insurance. Yeah, that's about it.
Are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team?
Yes,
How
without a
does
doubt.
one get a hold of you? How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
All of our contact information is on our racing team Facebook page, and that has my Aunt Nancy and my dad's contact information. I'm pretty sure. So go through the Facebook
Okay.
page.
So
FMS
reach
Eddie.
out to. What is it?
The Facebook page is FMS Eddie Fosnight Racing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, go hit up FMS Eddie Fosnight Racing if you'd like to sponsor a guest. So, do you have a racing nickname, Eddie?
It's Fast Eddie. It's been Fast Eddie since birth.
Okay, already. Okay. So, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Some of my friends are Kristen Hammer, got Doug and James Vanover, both of them. Ashton and Mark Morello. We got Tim Skinner.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you gotta love Tim. And Alan Etzel, he comes out to the tracks and helps us out. He's a big friend of ours.
Okay, alrighty. So, do you have any advice out there for the kids coming up in the racing world?
Just stick to it because you never know how far this sport's going to take you. You may have your moments where you can't race for months or years, but then you'll always have that one time where you get back in it, and that's how you take it from there. It's a sport where you know what's going to come next, and just never give up on the fact that I don't know, but just never give up on the fact if you're a race car driver, just don't give up on your dreams because it's going to come true.
Okay. So, do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
My first year in the legend cars, I was battling for I think 8th or 9th position, and this guy kept mirror driving, and we were up in Anderson, so it's a fast track. We're going about 90 to 100 miles an hour by the end of the straightaways, and I get up behind him. I keep trying to make moves, and he keeps blocking me. So then we're going into turn 1, and right in between turn 1 and turn 2, his right rear shock breaks, and he spins out right in front of me. I try to go up the track to avoid him, and then I hit his left rear tire. I ramp up over him, and I start barrel rolling down in turn 2.
Did you get hurt at all?
No, thank goodness. My safety gear did what it was supposed to do, and it kept me safe. I just walked out of there with new appreciation for the car.
Okay. So, who's your racing hero?
Say my grandpa. He was
Okay.
he was racing back in the 50s, and he raced up in Mount Lawn, and he raced in Peterson. It was back in the days where you can drive your race car to the track, and I just love to know that I can carry on that legacy and make him proud.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
I like to go fishing. Love to fish. I like camping. I like bonfires and going out and hanging out with the family. I like video games. Especially, I like going out and playing iRacing and trying to see what I can do on the tracks. And then that's about it.
What are your future goals as a race car driver?
As of right now, I'm wanting to move up the ranks because right now we're planning on getting the asphalt late model after this year, and then going to the sports series, and then moving up in those, and then fingers crossed we can get a ride in ARCA series and run a couple years in NASCAR.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So, is anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far with your racing career?
Mark Morello, he helped out a lot when I was coming up, and I really appreciate that. I'd like to thank James Etzel because he was also in the coming up years. He was a really big help, really big influence on how I are on the driver I am today. And then who? And then Alan again. I love Alan, everything he's done for us. He's been the main guy since I started, and he's also a really big reason on why or how I'm the driver I am today.
Okay. So I'd like to thank you, Eddie, for being on our racing show, getting to know you a little bit better, talking to us about your racing career. I will have you step out and I will call you just a bit to thank you, okay?
Okay. Ooh. So,
you guys know how to exit out?
oh no. I think yeah, here we go. All right. Bye. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
I really appreciate it. You have a good day.
Yep. Thank you. Yep. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Eddie Fosnight on our racing show tonight, talking about his racing career. So hit up his Facebook page on Facebook to follow his racing career. No real racing news for you tonight. But if you'd like to sponsor a racing show or be on a racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-09-713, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Have a good night, everybody.